Hello everybody and welcome back to the City of Andor. My name is Allied Cam 1 and we are continuing our playthrough of Cities Skylines. Last time we had issues with garbage and continuing issues with death. Most of that stems around my poor traffic design that I made when I first started playing this game. You'll remember when I started this playthrough I had literally about 30 minutes of playtime on my first city. So I'm hoping to continue to correct the errors that I made when I first started playing in an effort to, make it so my city doesn't suck so bad. Actually just had a pretty good idea of how to continue making efforts to, overcome that. And the first one is this district, the industry in and out is still kind of a big deal over here, since this whole side of the city is pretty heavy as far as industry goes, but there's only one way in and out, and that's this area right, this on and off ramp right here. I think what I really need to do is I need to build some sort of entrance and off ramp on this side, on one of the sides. I'm thinking this one here because, let's be honest here, this is really where a majority of our traffic and issues are coming from. So I think I'm going to pause. Let's take a look at the power grid before I do this. I'm actually going to, because the power goes into the city on the one side over here, through these lines right here, and I'm going to bulldoze them in order to make room for my new entrance. So I only have 13,000 to work with. That might cut it a little close. Let's see what I have for loans. I got the small loan, so I'm going to take that out. And that should be enough to play with to make this actually work. So just remember, this time I'm going to make it with, I'm going to make something a little bit more traditional here. Plop that down here. Make it go across the street like that. We're only connecting with this side of the highway right now, so it's only got to be connections on and off and then heading that way. So that'll make things a little easier. So get me one of these on-off ramps. Let's see. Drop that down there and make it so that way it goes on the northbound lane. I have no idea what direction that actually is, but I'm just calling it the northbound lane. Make it so that anybody who wants to come off the ramp... Oop. Let's make this a curved road. Just like that. And then these guys who want to get off. Oh, that's right, it's a curved road, so like that. Awesome. Next thing's next. Grab the 6-lane road here. I'm going to make this a straight line. And then drop that there. Excellent. So let's see if people start using it. So that's actually a little bit cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, you know, probably a way out of the city. Would be good. Oh, another curved road. Like that. I know that's a little bit of a hectic turn, but hopefully that'll work out. And it already seems like people are actually using this intersection now, so I'm hoping that'll help sort the issue here. Actually, hold on. Just because I dislike making a whole huge number of intersections. Grab this, make it a freestyle tool. Just like that. Wait, that was a highway, so that is no good to anybody. Not elite, not where it's at like that right now, so upgrade it to make it like that. Excellent. So that should help out, ideally. Looks like a majority of people are still just one massive backup. At least, you know, my plan on keeping things, you know, sort of in this circular motion here are working out okay. But, alright, so that's gonna hopefully help out with these, with the polygon and, the Tabak fields. And, because that's one more way for people to get on and off the highway. Next thing that I noticed is all of these high density areas, I kind of made it so that way they're kind of small 2-lane street areas in and out, so I'm going to have to upgrade the roads inside of this area to make it a little bit better. I'm going to use these 6-lane roads with decorative trees. I'm not sure if I said it before, but they actually do help out with the property value, I think. So I'm hoping it's going to help out. Some of these buildings I think are going to be demolished, but they will be back, and it will help us out in the long run. It's not going to be nearly as bad as when I start going into these small little, yeah, like that. Yeah, those are just going to have to stay the way they are, unless I move this park. I think I can do so. I think I'm going to move it. There's no parks out here, so I think I'm just going to drop this one right here. We're going to be losing people for a little while, but it's going to be good for the health of our city in the long run. Like that, like that. Space already occupied. What's occupying this space? Is it this thing? Ah, the elementary school. I'm going to relocate you. Right here? I think that's going to work. Excellent. So I think that's a good start. We are still losing a significant number of people, but I'm going to rezone this high density. Oop, give me the marquee tool. High density residential again. And the roads will definitely be a little bit better in these neighborhoods. Actually, well, this is still down. I'm going to move it again. Over here. Excellent. And give me this. And the upgrade tool. Excellent. There we go. So now I have these roads all sorted out in this section of town. I'm going to try to do that with, I think I've got a couple other high density areas. Yeah, look at that. Minus 500 people a week, and that puts my income into the red, so there's not a whole lot I can do about that right now. But like this area over here, actually these roads aren't too bad. So I've got quite a bit of crime in the section of town though, so I'm going to let that be. Another thing I'd like to do is to get rid of this sort of in and out section here. There's only really one way to go in and out, and in order to go in you have to go all the way to the end and turn around. That's a huge pain in the ass. So eventually I'd like to deal with that. Not much I can do right now. What are the problems here? Not enough raw materials, huh? That again is going back to our traffic situation. So let me take a look at the traffic map. See where our most cancerous part of towns are. Actually, I'm going to try something else that I think might actually help out with these. Where's my upgrade tool? And then I'm going to grab... No, I can't. I cannot update these to better... I was going to make this a highway coming on and off, and I was hoping that would help us out, but because of the way these are laid out, that's not going to happen. And I'm really leery to do a whole bunch of spending and ripping things up while we are in the middle of, you know, having negative money, so I'm not going to do that. And what are these guys' problems? Not enough buyers for products, huh? This sounds more like a business. Again, this is like a business problem to me, not a city problem. Trees and sound barriers reduce traffic noise. Where are we having issues with sound noise? Where is my pollution? Yeah, that's to be expected. Why is this all polluted? Oh, right, the landfill. There are my zones. Don't let me get in my zone. Noise pollution. Barrel on. Yeah, I think that these are all pretty rough as far as sound goes. Not too much that can be done about that, I'm afraid. I think they're just gonna have to learn to deal with the sound for now. I've got more pressing issues. On the bright side, electricity and water are going well. Hopefully that seems to have taken care of some of the problems we've had with garbage. Building is still emptying, 37% full. So I'm sincerely hoping that, excellent, and it looks like these are coming along okay. I'm curious as to why this seems to narrow a little bit. I think it's because it's coming on and off the bridge here, so. But I think that this definitely helped to give us one more artery in and out of this part of town, as opposed to just the one on the complete opposite side of town. Let me see where these guys are all going. Exporting agricultural products. So, it's probably leaving to go out of town. Ideally, what I'd really like to do is drop another train station here. How much would that cost? $60,000, so it's going to be a while for that one. And then I'd be able to... Alright, so these dumps are emptying. And this one is full, so I'm actually going to have that empty. This one's only 14% full, so I'm going to stop the emptying, and that's 9% full. So I'd like this one to finish emptying as soon as possible. We'll use this one in the meantime, and then... Okay, yeah, there's one incineration plant, so hopefully we can balance it so that overall we're getting less garbage into this, in these dumps over here. Let's see what else. We are currently losing money. Minus $64. I hope that will not be a trend that will continue. When I get a chance, I'm actually thinking about bulldozing this whole Curly Q neighborhood over here. On the side of Tar and Ferry. It's just kind of a lot of space and really kind of a pain in the ass to get around it, because to go all the way down and back to get out of this neighborhood. So, but there's no real reason for me to do so now, and it would just result in a loss of people. What are you guys having a problem with? Not enough raw materials, and not enough buyers for your products. Something tells me that this is going to be an ongoing issue. Emptying finished. Stopped emptying. I wish they gave you some sort of alert about that. Like, hey, dummy, this garbage area works just fine now. Water, huh? Let's see. Barely off the line. Let me get that for you. Here's the thing: is that I'm getting a request for more industry, but I'm not seeing like all of the industries having problems. They either don't have enough buyers for their products, or they don't have or they don't have enough goods coming in. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to help sort this out by building an on and off ramp over here. Kind of like the one that I built over here, which seems to be working out just pretty okay. But I think that I can relieve a little bit more pressure if I build one over here. Because if we look at the traffic map, we can see that our problems are the same areas that they always have been. So let's see if we can't pick some of this for the love of God. It's funny because I started this game, this level off when I had maybe a half hour's worth of experience playing it, and now I'm having a little bit I'm coming back to it and I'm seeing all the mistakes that I made throughout. Because I've been doing a lot of play off camera, and I think I see some of the things that I've done wrong, but it's just scrambling to fix it at this point is ludicrous. Okay, I don't have money to build these. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab one of these 2-lane roads. Let's see, what would be the best place to connect to this neighborhood? I think right here would probably be best, so I'll just line it up. And just not enough money, huh? Really? Well, I might as well build the parts that I'm gonna need to make this work. Alright, so first things first. You want to get out. There we go. And then you want to get back on. Let's get a big curvy tool. Just like that. You want to get off here. There we go. Do I have some loan money? Nope. So this is gonna have to sit for a while I continue to hemorrhage money, and while I continue to watch my city fall apart around me. So I don't know what I can do to help at this point. Yeah, I know crossroads are a problem. That's probably making problems for everything. I had such plans. I had such visions. Oh. Come on, city. You can turn it around. I know you can. Oh. Such a damn shame. There's... What was that about bodies? Okay, it looks like there's one body, but I'm not seeing like a huge number of backups concerning garbage. I did go through and make this whole area, you know, a little bit more big area friendly. I just don't know, guys. There's so many mistakes here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to correct them all, especially with no budget, no loans, and I'm in the red as far as earning money goes. One second. I'm just gonna turn the music down a little bit. It's really loud in my ears. They like those really big crescendos, and it just becomes very obnoxious. Is this train at least working out? I spent a lot of money on it. Now, this is the passenger train. That's not as useful. I'm really hoping that the oh my god, just look at all this traffic, man. This has to be our big issue, is the traffic. I've been fighting it from day one, and everything is just an absolute wreck the way I built it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We are now in the red, like legitimately $0. And even if I did get a loan up, I don't think that I can't think of a way to save the city short of bumping taxes up, but maybe I can increase this to 11. Okay, maybe upping the taxes will actually help out a little bit here. Maybe I can trim spending by, you know, bulldozing some of the things that don't actually work anymore either, like this. That's cool. Demolishing these buildings that no longer work. Wow, that made all that difference. My city came back to life just like that. So look at this. I'm making 8 grand a minute, or 8 grand a week now. Good grief. I ought to have upped taxes a while ago. Cool. Alright, now let's build this road. Nope, normal road. Give me a straight line. Oop. Now, okay, let's first of all get it down on the ground as soon as possible. There we go. That'll save some money so that way it's not elevated the whole way there and back. Hopefully that'll get some of these guys across the way here. So we have more. Let's take a look at some of our other services here to make sure that we're still looking good. Electricity is fine. Garbage is fine. Health. Healthcare is looking good. I mean, it could be better, but we have our capacity is fine. Looks like this area is a little unhealthy. Cemeteries are good. Education is continuing to be pretty poor, actually, if I'm honest. All right, so let's see what we can do about zoning a little housing. I think one thing's for sure, I'm gonna have to start rethinking how I zone these areas. There's just too much traffic that's being generated by these areas here. I would start dropping offices in here if it meant that it would actually work out, but I'd have no education in the city, so it wouldn't actually work out all that well. Okay, this makes sense that there's actually no customers here, because this side of the city has almost nothing worthwhile in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dezone this area. Oop. Give me this. So there's no demand for commercial, but there is, however, demand for industrial. So I'm going to rezone this industrial. That gets rid of both the problems that these guys are having with that, and it also, you know, builds our industrial. And what are these guys' problems? Not enough buyers for the products. Just all around the world here. These guys are having the same issue. And we're continuing to have traffic problems, yeah? Okay. So let's see what the problem here is. Okay, this is a stoplight, which is bad, I think, because it's actually holding up all the traffic all the way on and off the freeway here. And furthermore, and these roads are kind of interesting. Why don't I do this? Why don't I just reverse what these guys did here? The default setup was. So, down here. Okay, so if they want to get into this area of town. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do at all. Maybe I'm going to have to build it a little ways off over here. So what if, okay, you can get into that side of town like this. And you can get out of town. And that doesn't really help out because there's just so many interchanges right there. What I think I'm going to start doing is I'm going to remove this. Maybe a small change like that. They already have a place they can turn around right here if they want to. So maybe that'll decrease the stoplight issues. Yeah, these are all stoplights. These two sets of stoplights? No, just the one. I'll give that a try for now. Hopefully that'll help resolve some of this issue. Maybe I could build this here? Maybe that'll help. I know it drops another intersection in, but maybe it'll make this little 5-pointed intersection might be actually relieve some of the problems. Okay, I'm gonna also drop another. Okay. Come on, come on. And then straight line. Come on. Why you no cooperate? Okay, so let's bend it over here this way a little bit. Oh. There we go. It's not the best, but could be worse. Actually, I wonder if I could, rather than have it do that. Yeah, okay, let's have it merge in there like that. So that way they'll come together and it's one road turning right or left. So maybe that'll make a little bit of a difference. It's not the cleanest highways, but nothing ever is in this game. Looks like our demand for commercial for industry is dropping. We also have quite a few abandoned buildings, so that's kind of not a terribly huge surprise. At least the train depot seems to be working okay. Yeah, making $3,000. That's actually quite a bit of money. I've got 42. I get my next boost at 32,000. So why don't I see about trying to eliminate some of this traffic with a little old-fashioned mass transport. So I only have these cost 15 grand a piece. So where are the two places that I'm going to connect? The industrial districts, I think. So I'm going to connect these areas right here. Looks like there's an abandoned building there, so that's not actually a problem. And then I'm also going to connect, not to Watch Hill, but to Camelin. Right. Not in the middle of that district. Here, I think, looks good. So grab a tunnel. And hopefully I have enough money to... No, I need 20, huh? Alright, we'll just wait for a minute. I'll fast forward. And give me my 20,000. So that sucks, but, you know, it's kind of comes with the deal. So, It's a short little two-line train station, and hopefully that'll make things easier for people to get to work. I'd sure like it if people were using it. Come on. Not the most appealing of locations, I know, next to the dump like that, but it's whatever. And then the other one is over here. Oh good, so there are people going in and out of it. 28 passengers this week. It looks like there's a lot more. They look kind of like ants coming in and out of there. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Just something about it appeals to me. They are ants. Finished emptying that cemetery. Okay, so we at least seem to be back on the right track. We're getting more demand for stuff. I'm actually going to start building out here in this area a little bit more, I think. I'm going to build another neighborhood off the side of the polygon here. And I'm going to make it residential and commercial because these guys... not enough buyers for the product, so hopefully I can fix this issue. Or at the very least, you know, do something to help. Okay, so there we go. And a straight line, and we'll get some two-lane roads in here. And we're just going to grid it up. Like this. Excellent. And like this. And I'm going to give it a little tip. Like this. I know it sort of parallels the railroad tracks, but that's where we'll have the commercial. So next thing, I need to water this up. Just make that a little bit more efficient. Alright, awesome. Okay, now to district it. We're gonna make this high density everything, and then I'm gonna actually, before I do that, I'm just gonna connect this. Okay, give me the straight line tool. There we go. So that gives us a couple ways in and out. So give me some high density residential or high density commercial. Yeah, it's just going to be along the outside like this. Erase these. Then some high density residential. Let's see how these look over here. I'm just going to leave this area blank. Along that entrance route there, along the edge of the county. Edge of the city, I guess. Awesome. I'm not gonna... I think some more commercial... It would behoove me to put a little bit more commercial along here as a barrier in between the pollution and my citizens. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that's about right. So let's finish zoning this area. Looks like there's still a little bit of demand for commercial, so I think I'm actually gonna... Oop. First of all, I'm gonna pause this and see what the issue is with the power, and then put a little bit more high-density commercial in here. Alright, so we need power, huh? Just to spur things along, I'll drop that in there. I'm gonna also district this. It's gonna be its own district. That explains why people weren't building it along there very well. And I'm going to change this one to District 4. For Episode 4, because this area is a new hope for me. Hopefully it'll work out. And I'm going to offer a tax relief for high-density commercial and a tax relief for high-density residential in District 4. And then I think I'm going to buy this area here and continue expanding once I get the opportunity. This is going to be a heavy traffic ban area. And let's see, low-density commercial buildings, double their sales. And I'm going to make this the big business benefactor. So hopefully that helps out. Alright, let's continue playing. A building has burned down, huh? So not much I can do about that. Abandoned buildings all over the place, but we're still growing slowly. And we have at least sorted some of the issues. Traffic is still a disaster. But it looks like I've released some of it by building another on-off ramp here. Let's take a look at the traffic map again. Yeah, okay, that's relieved a lot of it there, so I'm really happy with that. Actually, let me try something here. I'm curious. Because this one seems like it's having a lot of issues coming on and off, so why don't I upgrade this road here all the way to a highway coming on and off here. I don't know if that's going to help, but it's worth a shot. So let's take a look at traffic in the rest of the city. Yeah, this area is still a disaster. I don't know what to do about it though, because the trains are really, really important here. And that's what people need, is trains to get in and out. And these, not enough buyers for products, huh? I think I want to do what I've been meaning to do before, and that is this. Okie dokie. First things first. I need a road, a one-way. Oh, no, not an upgrade. So which way is this going to orient? Okay, so they're going to come in on the right here, and they want to turn around, so build that like that. Let me pause this real quick. I broke a power line, so I need to see. Yeah, that definitely snapped it all over the all over. So I'm going to build another one here, and I'm going to bulldoze this one. So what I'd like to do is drop in another train station over here. I know it's a little redundant because there's one right next to it, but I'm hoping that height's too high. What does that mean? Okay, so I can build it on this side. Let me try this. And then can I get the railroad? I can. Like that. And I don't suppose it's going to be... Ah! Would be nice. Sure would be nice if I could have tunnels, game. You know, like what we have in real life. That's a little ridiculous, even for me. Okay, so maybe I can do this, and then I can sort out the road issue a little later. This is going to look goofy as fuck, but, no. This is going to create all sorts of problems. I can see it already. Maybe I just made more problems for myself than I solved. Okay. Come on, work with me, work with me. Dag nabbit. Slope too steep, huh? I can already foresee this being an issue, but this will work out just fine. I can already tell. So alright, and power comes back on in the city, and all... Oh, really? Alright. So, I think that's a good place to stop for this episode. My name has been Allied Cam 1. Hopefully that'll fix some of our issues, and I'll try to come up with a better way to get the traffic through there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.